Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today, me and my friends gonna present our poster, which is the title is Semantics in Linguistics. So, let me introduce ourselves first. My name is Mariska de la Vega with last name 047, and my friend.
My name is Eka Reski Farafaskia with my last number 042.
Okay, and I'll introduce my lecturer also. It's Ma'am Ayu and Pak Slamet. So we're gonna go to our poster. Eka.
Apa?
Tadi dosen bilang, the chicken is ready to eat.
Itu maksudnya gimana ya? Ayamnya siap dimakan atau ayamnya mau makan ya?
So, in simple terms, semantic refers to the study of meaning in language. Every word, phrase, and sentence we produce carry a specific meaning, which is often shaped by conventions agreed upon within a speech community.
From this example, it is clear that a single sentence can have more than one meaning. This occurs because at the level of lexical semantics, we understand the meaning of each word. Example, chicken. Chicken berarti chicken. Dan makan, eat, itu berarti makan, eat.
However, at the level of sentence semantics, when these words are combined, two possible meanings emerge. Like the chicken is ready to eat. Uh, Ayamnya sudah jadi untuk kita makan. We're gonna eat the chicken. And also the other example is the chicken is ready to eat. Um, the chicken already hungry and want to eat. This phenomenon is called ambiguity in semantics, where our single sentence structure can be interpreted in more than one way.
And then, why is semantics important? Number first enables through communication. Syntax tell us how words are arranged, but semantics tell us what they actually mean. Without it, language is just a string of sounds or symbols.
Second, resolves ambiguity. It explains why the same sentence can have multiple interpretations, like I saw the man with the binoculars, and why curtain headlines or phrases can be confusing.
Now, we will go into the contents of the following material. Semantics has the nature of meaning, and then the nature of meaning sendiri memiliki 4 points. Three. I'm sorry. Number 1 is semantics relation among words, and number 2, semantics relation involving sentence, and number 3, what is meaning?
So we're gonna go to the number one. It's semantic relation among words have 4 points. It's synonymy. I think maybe you are already familiar with these synonyms. So I will give some examples of these synonyms. For example, is vacation jadi holidays, big to large. It's the same but different word. Beautiful to pretty, and any else. And the second is antonymy. Antonymy is a word that has the opposite meaning. For example, dark and light, boy and girl, hot and cold, and the others. And we go to the third polysemy, where one word has several meanings that are still related to each other. Let me give you some examples. Dia duduk di kaki gunung itu. Kaki meja itu patah. The word foot atau kaki has different meanings apart of human body and the bottom of an object. It's a different but same word, I guess. But the two are conceptually related, like the supporting part. And the last one is homophony. Two or more words that sound the same but have different and unrelated meanings. For the example, saya pergi ke bank untuk menabung uang. Mereka duduk di tepi bank sungai. The word bank, it's financial institution and the land by the river. And these two meanings are completely unrelated. They sound the same but actually different words.
Next, number 2, semantics relation involving sentence. Semantics relation involving sentence have 3 points. Number 1, paraphrase. Number 2, entailment or implication of meaning. And number 3, contradiction. Number 1, paraphrase. Paraphrase, two sentences that have the same meaning but different forms. Example, C A, Charlie bought a car. And paraphrase, Charlie purchased a car. The meaning remains the same, sama-sama arti kata membeli, perbedaan pada kata bought and purchase. And number 2, entailment or implication of meaning. Sentence A cause or guarantees the truth of sentence B. Example, si A, John membeli mobil baru di showroom. And then si B, John punya mobil. If A is true, then B must be true. Artinya mereka sama-sama punya mobil. And then number 3, contradiction is two sentences that cannot both the true. Example, A, Sekar kamu suka warna hitam ya? Lalu si B temannya itu menjawab, iya aku suka. Dan si A bilang lagi, tapi aku nggak pernah lihat kamu punya barang warna hitam. One of them must be wrong. Karena Sekar menyukai warna hitam, tapi dia sama sekali tidak memiliki satupun barang berwarna hitam. Itu yang dinamakan contradiction. Oke, Maurice.
We're gonna next to what is meaning. And what is meaning actually have 7 points. It's connotation, denotation, extension, intention, componential analysis, verb meaning, subcategorization. But we understand only 4 points, so we're gonna explain the 4 points, which is more general. Okay, so the first is connotation. Connotation that the meaning of word is not only literal or denotative, but can also include additional and associations related to the speaker's emotions, value, or perceptions. For the example is, in Indonesian, it's winter now. Berarti kata winter bisa jadi menunjukkan turunnya hujan deras, dingin yang menusuk dan badan yang menggigil.
And next, number 2, denotation. That meaning in language is related to the relationship between words and what they refer to in the real world. Example, the sunrise in the east. Kata sun atau matahari itu merujuk pada objek yang sebenarnya. matahari yang merujuk pada dunia nyata. Karena kan matahari di dunia nyata kan kita ada. Jadi setiap objek itu merujuk ke di dunia aslinya.
Okay,
Morris.
the third one is extension. Extension is the collection of all individuals, objects, or things in the real world that are included in a word. For the example is, birds live in many environments. Kata birds mencakup sekumpulan semua individu hewan jenis burung, like elang, ayam, merpati, dan lain-lain.
And the last number 4, intention. Intention is a set of properties or characteristics that something must have in order to fall into that word category. Example, a bird is an animal with feathers and wings. Menjelaskan tentang ciri-ciri atau karakteristik pada burung itu. Seperti memiliki sayap, feathers, memiliki sayap, wings, or memiliki bulu, feathers. Okay, Maurice.
Okay, before we end today's materials, we have 5 questions about these materials. You know, for the number 1 is ambiguity analysis. Explain 2 possible meanings of the following sentence and determine the type of ambiguity. The sentence is, the teacher discussed the problem with the student. And for number 2, identify lexical ambiguity. Define the ambiguous word and explain its 2 meanings. The sentence is, she went to the match.
And number 3, polysemy versus homophony. Determine whether the following word pairs are polysemy or homophony and explain. Number A, paper itu masuk dalam koran atau kertas. Lalu number B ada bark, suara anjing atau kulit pohon. Dan number C itu ada bright, cerah atau pintar. Lalu number 4, sentence interpretation. Determine 2 interpretation of the following sentence. Small boys and girls are playing outside. And number 5, about context meaning. Determine the meaning of the words in bold based on context. A, the company is facing a serious charge. And B, the soldier made a charge toward the enemy.
Okay, I'm gonna read the conclusions. The conclusion is, connotation, denotation, extension, and intention are different ways of understanding meaning. Together, they help explain how language represents ideas and how people interpret words in context. So, finally, we have arrived at the end of the material. So, in conclusion, semantics is a branch of linguistics that studies meaning in language. It focuses on how words, phrase, and sentence convey meaning and how people interpret them in communication. Semantics also examines relationship between words, such as synonyms and antonyms, as well as phenomena like ambiguity and context that can influence meaning. Overall, semantics is important because it helps us understand how language expresses ideas clearly and allows effective communication between speakers and listeners.
Jadi, itu tadi materi kita tentang semantics di linguistik. Morris,
Ya.
Apakah sudah
Okay,
cukup?
that's all for our. Yes, that's enough. So that's our presentations. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hope you understand for our material and help you to understand the
For
semantics in linguistics.
Bye bye. See you next
Bye.
time.